What is up, everybody? Welcome, Demon Hunter and Christian. So here I am in the new starting zone for Alliance. Now, I haven't played these new starting zones since they started. Also, I need to set up a few things. Oh, cinematic. Christian, I'm glad you were able to tune in again. I really did think the last stream was going to be the last one you were able to. I had not seen that they had already put in some cinematics. This is actually pretty cool. The previous build didn't have any. This zone already just kind of looks like the area in Skyrim where you get into the Guild of Thieves. Kind of looks that way. We are doing something, Max. I'm going to do alpha for about an hour and then we're going to do normal Antorus. But I'm doing this for about an hour. What's your item level right now, Max? Lately, all we hear from the West is troubling rumors of blighted lands and bloody witch hunts. A lot of witch hunts. (9/11) Nice, man. I'm getting up there. Yeah, we'll do it in about an hour. I wanted to do about an hour of this since there's a new build. There's new leveling zones, and I haven't done a monk either, so I wanted to knock out all those things all in once. No lucks on the warrior. Were you tanking on the warrior, or what are you doing on the warrior? Catherine will never agree to join the alliance. It sounds like another allied race, guys. Even if she did, we can hardly help fight the Horde without iron and ships. It's alright. Alright, let's see. Let me set this up. Oh, probably Windwalker. Yep. Ooh, tanking on your warrior. Nice. That's what I like to hear. This goes here, that goes there. We got my brews. Actually, we'll do brews over here. What's up, nerds? How you doing, man? So, Demon Hunter, you have to teach me the ways. We'll do transfer there. We'll put revive on our bars just in case. And now, key binding time. This is the new area, so I haven't played this area yet. Still need to get used to it as well. Let's see. And let's do our talent points as well. I normally like Chi Wave. Chi Torpedo is also really good. Actually, let's do this. So this is, you know, debatable whether I can get Ox Statue, Ring of Peace, or Tiger Tail Sweep. We'll go with Tiger Tail Sweep. Stagger is 40% more effective against magic. That's pretty nice. Take by 20 to 50%. Larger attacks reduced by more. We'll go with some good old magic resistance. Are people casting magic out there? We'll do that. Do some little AoE pickup. I'm gonna go with blackout combo. There is something else I need to set. Mike, thank you for the sub, man. I appreciate it. And let's see. I do need to set my fortifying brew as well. Alright, they also added these nifty little buttons over here. You guys see this? Now I can just report everything from right here, as opposed to having to go really, really far elsewhere. Alright, so, let's see. Choose your path. Alright, what do you guys think? Drusvar or Tiragard? Or Tiragard? The House of Waycrest. Travel beyond the frontier, or the heart of Kul Tiras is sick with infighting, corruption, gangs run rampant. I'd say we go into Kul Tiras. What do you guys think? Where are we going to focus our efforts today? This is Alliance, just because last time we were going to be doing this whole monk leveling experience. You guys said you guys wanted to see Alliance. What's up, Zeke? TGIF? Yeah, man. TGIF. If there's no votes, we're going to go with Tiragard. Alright, let's go with that. Let's go with that. A nation divided. Why is it a seagull? They're bringing seagulls back. No. Okay. That was my practice, shooting a barrel. All right. Whoa, this whole area looks pretty nice. That is quite the walk. There's a bridge somewhere, but I don't think I can access it from here. I think it's up top. Seagull Dan, dude, it's gonna happen. Apparently, there's seagulls. These, they don't go anywhere. I also need to equip my two-hander. Here we go. No, that's Intel. Let's do that one. They really did take the Seagull Dan thing to the next level. I don't think I can cross this. Oh, Oh, I have to speak with somebody named Cagney. So they did add the main cities out here in the alpha. This is Kul Tiras, the main alliance city. Now, I haven't played since they added these. They did add these a little while ago, but then they were having stability issues immediately after. So I have yet to even play the Horde one as well. Are you Cagney? You are not. You're a random banker. Stand in the middle of nowhere.
Good day to you.
We got a flight path. Maybe this will help me. Come on, just get me where I need to go. This is the weirdest flight path I've ever seen. And nothing. I don't think they did much running around here. Yeah, it's gonna take a while to run over there. Alright, let's do it. Let's just mount up. Get over there. Get on the tallest mount we have. Actually, is flying available? No, it's not. Alright, we're up top. I think we can make it now from here. There's a hole on the ground. There's... Nope. Trapdoor. Almost got me. Thank you for the Demon Hunter Week Orders. One of these days you're going to figure out how to watch you and play a game at the same time. Bloodwing, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And one of these days, man, I always play my game windowed, and it helps out whenever I'm listening to a podcast, just watching something. So maybe that, but you know, I'm very used to playing games windowed. It's actually how I prefer playing games nowadays. I don't think there's a way I can get down there. That's where I was before, so even if I jump down into this hole. And since I made those Demon Hunter Week Auras, I've been figuring out more and more things with Week Auras. Would you guys want to see updated Week Auras of, for example, the Prot Warrior ones, where the HP bar also changes according to how much HP you have, and maybe the like the glowing demon spikes one that I did, maybe that with shield block. Oh, I was gonna say I'm trapped in here. All right. That was a really lengthy torpedo for some reason. Hey, these towns look pretty damn cool, actually. If Dark Iron Dwarves are for sure a sub-race, they're not a sub-race, they're an allied race, but yes, they are 100% confirmed because they are already on the Blizzard page. And they've already been data mining stuff from in here, and they already have totems for shamans. They have all sorts of things. So let me take a smaller mount. So yes, they are for sure guaranteed, a guaranteed allied race. Oh, we're leaving the city. City of Kul Tiras. Let me get a higher vantage point. Take a look. It's a pretty neat looking city. Looks like a pretty damn cool city. It really does remind me of that city in Skyrim where you join the Guild of Thieves. Alright. You're going to have an alliance too now, I guess. Dark Iron Doors are going to be pretty cool. If you go to MMO Champ Zeke, it should be one of the most recent posts. They have the totems. They look pretty cool. They look like little mole machines. Just like shrunken down mole machines with like a little fire on top. And the fire is according to the color of the totem. So you have red, blue, the air totem, which is kind of like a really light, like electric blue, green for earth. You know, they have all the totems there. You think Horde is winning BFA on allied races? Really? How do I feel about the monk? I haven't actually fought anything yet, so let me get to that. There's a lot more of an intro quest line now with the cities being added in. So I actually haven't even... Oh, here we go. Here's another enemy. I mean, I really would like to do an AoE pull. That would be ideal. Let me also queue up for the dungeon now that I got my key bindings going. Whoa, Lua warnings. Animated, finished, and element. I do need to do this key binding as well here for this guy. I need to move him over. Let's do that. Oh, here we go. We can start doing AoE pulls. I see a few nameplates here. There we go. We got that guy. We got this guy. Here we go. Here we go. It seems like Fortifying Brew recharges a lot faster nowadays, and I mean, it could just be me not having played a monk in a little while, but it seems like your brews are recharging a little bit faster. But overall, I mean, they feel similar to how they do in live. I don't even know. Oh, this guy is hitting me, but he doesn't actually target me in game. It's kind of weird. But overall, feels very similar so far. Use chains! I was running a few Mythic Pluses, and that's all I could think of, SSG. Chains. More chains. Why am I not using chains? If I could shorten chains cooldown, I would. Your favorite class is DK so far? I don't blame you. DK seems very, very strong. What is this for? Huh, that's kind of neat. And let's heal up a little bit. I thought you saw anvils instead of mole machines for them. I could have sworn the very bottom part was that like drill bit portion of it, but I could be wrong. Just took your lunch. Does Demon Hunter still get chains in BFA? They did in the previous build, but they just updated the build, so I'd have to take a look again. But they did. There was a few changes to talent points on Demon Hunters, but chains was not one of those changes. But I know that they changed things again, so like when I first logged on, they had, oh, let's see what this does. That's kind of neat. So when I first logged on, they had completely gotten rid of Spirit Bomb would replace Soul Cleave, and now it doesn't. Now Spirit Bomb and Soul Cleave are both independent moves again. So, I mean, there's a few things that they've changed. Let's pick up another one of these blades too. That was kind of cool. What's up, Paolo? How you doing, man? In live, minnows are okay. Minnows? You're saying monks? Oh, there's a lot of glitching here. I saw the walls disappear a few times. Okay. Is a stun still a talent? Yes. Or actually, no, I'm sorry. Stun passive. And then you get this now as the stun talent. But no, the stun itself is now a passive. Your leg sweep? Yeah, your leg sweep is just now baseline. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Uptime on brews seems to be a little bit better. I don't know if you know the cooldown of a brew off the top of your head, Demon Hunter, because it might be a little lower. But I'll check right now to see if it's just me. If it's just me being crazy. Seems like brews have a cooldown of, or a recharge of 13 seconds. That doesn't seem lower. I think it's just me. Yeah, okay. It is just me. Oh, you now get max 3 charges. I don't think I have anything that increases my charges. That's different, isn't it? Isn't it max 2 charges in live right now? More utility with Ring of Peace. Yeah, you can definitely pick that up. I picked this up right now just because I don't have all my key bindings completely set up. Am I doing the pug raid today? Yes, SSG, in a little bit. I just wanted to hop on here for a little bit. You're not sure what to play in BFA, Vengeance Demon Hunter, Blood DK, or Bear? You like all 3? I'm not sure about Bear, Paulo, but Blood DKs and Vengeance Demon Hunters are very, very solid choices. To me, it would seem like Blood DKs are still going to just be really solid because there wasn't anything taken away from them, and that's what really, like, when we talk about Prot Warriors, a lot of their things got taken away, right? You take away what their shield block used to cost, you take away their ignore pain, like a lot of things were changed, a lot of things were taken away, and it's just, it's kind of, it sucks. It really does. They take away Neltharian's Fury. I mean, they took away everyone's artifact ability. But when you take away all these things compounded, it just keeps adding up, and it kind of sucks. And Blood DKs, the only thing they lost was their artifact ability. Everything else is the same. So if you play a Blood DK right now in live, and you don't necessarily want to get used to too many other changes, I would definitely suggest Blood DKs because they have the least amount of changes. Play Vengeance. If you play Vengeance, I gotta warn you, if you play Vengeance, SSG is gonna yell at you every step of the way. It's just how he shows his approval to you. He'll still show up to your graduation with balloons. I promise. At least 10 of them. At least 10. You always have 3 charges? Okay, then it's just me being a crazy person. Don't mind me, Demon Hunter. You would go Fashion of the Month. You feel the the same way 6 maxed out alts. Right now, if you guys want Fashion of the Month, then it would be Blood DKs. If you guys haven't seen the new MDI qualifiers, Blood DKs were the highest picked tank. Like there was no contest. The bottom 2 tanks were actually Brewmaster monks and Prot warriors. So if you guys want to play the bottom of the barrel tanks, then you guys are going to be playing Prot warriors or Brewmaster monks. I forgot I haven't even been using that. That's how much of a monk I am. But for some reason, I would imagine monks to still be pretty good at Mythic Plus, but for some reason, not a lot of people were selecting them for this MDI qualifier, which kind of sucks. And I'm not quite sure why, since I don't get to tank with a Brewmaster monk in raids or in, you know, Mythic Pluses or anything like that. So I'm not sure why. I do have this named mob right here who's actually a lot tougher than some of the other guys. Oh, we can grab another sword. This is actually pretty damn good at taking them out. What else do we need? Oh, we need to free 2 more workers. Alright, hold on. Let me step out, heal up, and then I'll run into that warehouse. Should be some more AoE pulls in there. Monks are okay, but that 0 self heals make them feel squishy. They definitely feel a little bit different in comparison to how Prot Warriors feel, or Vengeance Demon Hunters, or Blood DKs. Their healing doesn't come as easily. I'm still going to stick with Prot Warriors. Zeke, yes. So right now, when my thought process is when BFA comes out, I'm going to have 2 classes that I really level up, and that's going to be Prot Warrior and Vengeance Demon Hunter. So that'll be the 2 things I level up, and Prot Warrior will be my main focus. And if they are completely unusable when the first raid comes out, then I'll switch over to Demon Hunter. But I'll stick with Prot Warrior as my main. The reason you're thinking the brews are better is because the live is a 21-second recharge, modified by haste, and output 16 seconds. Okay, cupcakes. That makes sense. But to increase it, you need tier from TOS. Yeah, there's always... Oh, okay, there's always 3 charges, 4 if you take light brewing. Yeah, which, yes. Yeah, you shouldn't really pick that up. Yeah, Black Ox Brew is the way to go. Anyone know if 890 can tank a normal Antorus? It depends. 890 is low, man. 890 is really low. That's why Blizzard couldn't change their MDI competition rules in Quebec to keep Shakib out. Wait, Shakib is Canadian? I did, cupcakes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I'm not crazy. That's what it was, man. I was realizing that something was a little bit different. Bad pack control compared with Vengeance. Yeah, so Blood DKs are gonna have the best pack control. Blood DKs for sure have the best control. They can just tell everyone where they want them to stand. They can tell everyone, you need to come over here, you need to go over there. Vengeance Demon Hunters have some similar ways of doing that, mostly with their sigils. Chains is definitely one of those things that does help out, but also Sigil of Silence is great when we talk about mob control in Mythics. Oh, I've got some lag here. And when is that gonna go off? There it is. I was waiting for that to go off before I even pressed anything else. Your crowd control is really good on a monk? Oh man, the lag is real, guys. Are the alpha servers gonna crash on me again? I need to find one more worker. No Boomy? Yeah, no, I'm not going to main my Boomy. I started playing my Boomkin because when I first started playing with the guild I currently play with, they already were full on tank spots. And so since I really did want to raid with someone who was clearing heroic content, it would make it easier to get footage when raids first came out. I decided it's okay, I'll go with my DPSer for now. I enjoy playing Boomkin, so I'll just go with that. So I went with that, but as soon as the spot opened up, I for sure went with my tank. Oh, and I've also got this lovely, lovely sword here. I mean, not bad. They can handle the AoE pull just fine. Sure, like self-healing is not where other tanks are, but I don't think you need to be able to self-heal to be a good tank. I think you just need to be able to take the hits like a boss. And if you guys are noticing, the one difference I see right now with the Brewmaster and their specialty is I pulled that pack was like 6 or 7 mobs, and I went down very smoothly. Stagger makes it so that my incoming damage is extremely smooth. So while I don't have healing, I wasn't getting chunked down at all. There was no point where I got hit for like 20% of my HP or anything ridiculous. Like that just doesn't happen on a monk. So definitely their expertise still remains being the fact that they just take very, very steady damage. Oh man, you can actually use offhands. It's interesting. All right. People want everything served in front of them. You have a hard time soloing big elites on your Brewmaster compared to other tanks because of the lack of self-heal, but give me a healer. Yeah, exactly. You give a Brewmaster a healer, and it doesn't even need to be like a very geared or very good healer. You could get someone who it's their off-spec, they don't have the right secondary stats, they don't have anything, and because of the way that Stagger works, any healer can keep up with the Brewmaster Monk, and that's what makes them special when it comes to stuff like progression or cheesing fights with I mean, I know heavy stagger is gone, but every now and then you can still probably cheese a fight. Your other tank goes down early. That's the thing that Brewmasters have. Would I mind going over the passives in this build if I missed that, trying to gauge changes spec from live? For sure, man. Let's do it. Alright, so for right now, I don't see any big changes here. The cooldowns, I believe, are the same. 20-second recharge on your roll, or at this point, Chi Torpedo, because I picked it up. We've got 15 seconds on Chi Wave. Crackling Jade is 20 energy, 20 per second. I believe that's exactly the same. 40 energy Keg Smash. My haste is 19%, so I'm going to assume that this is a 7-second cast time, or recharge rather. Iron Skin Brew is that 13.5 second. You said it was 16. Actually, let me see. Let me remove any haste gear I have, just so that we can see everything as it is. And there is a little bit of a delay, so I mean a little bit of lag apparently. So bear with me while the lag catches up. All right, come on, lag, you can do it. If you're going solo, you can swap to Gift of the Mist for more self-healing and sustained. You don't need Black Ox for solo play. Yeah, Black Ox is just really good for those oh shit moments when you're tanking raid bosses and you need to purify your stagger a little bit and keep up your iron skin, right? Is that right, or am I just completely off? So I no longer have any haste. You guys see here enchantments. So let's take a look. Keg Smash is 8 seconds, not 7. We've got brews on a 16-second. We have Fortifying Brew, Expel Harm, 15 energy, Effuse 30 energy, Detox 20 energy. I think that's all exactly the same. Leg Sweep is now a passive, and it's 50-second passive. This is all the same. Provoke always caused increased movement towards you. Purifying Brew, 50% of your stagger. Rushing Jade Wind is a 6-second cooldown. I'm not sure what that is in live right now. I believe if you run Rushing Jade Wind, you do have 100% uptime, so this makes sense. 6-second cooldown, lasts 9 seconds, so that makes sense. We've got 25 energy on Tiger Palm. I'm not sure if Tiger Palm is also supposed to be 20 as opposed to 25. We've got Zen Med, which is, again, 60%, canceled when you take a hit. Brewmaster Balance, armor 25%. Celestial Fortune, you have a chance equal to your critical strike to be healed for an additional. I believe that's the same. When you take damage, you have a chance of summoning a healing sphere only visible to you. That's fine. It's the same. Our mastery is still each time you hit, you gain stacking 14% dodge until your next successful dodge. And we have stagger, which delays 40% of physical damage, and magic is at 28% now. I believe that's different, and that's just kind of how everything is right now in BFA. They reduced magic mitigation by a lot. So besides that, talent points are very similar, but there are some differences, and I believe the main difference is in this one because your stun is now passive. They put Swifty in the Blackrook Rumble World Quest, yeah, and I believe Bajira's in the game somewhere too. Oh, Bajira is in Bajira was in the PvP zone for what expansion was that? It wasn't Warlords. Actually, it was Warlords. Yeah, the big AOE area, the big AOE like PvP area. Bajira's in there, I believe. The smooth damage is good, but the self healing is effective mitigation if you're not getting one shot. It's true. It's true, but in a raid scenario where you have dedicated healers, being smooth can sometimes pay off a little bit more, because if you're doing progression raiding and you're on someone who's taking big spike damage, that big spike damage could cause one of your healers to use a cooldown early in order to save your life. Even if you think like I was about to death strike, your healer sees you go down to 30%. They're gonna hit a bigger cooldown, whether it's 30 seconds to a minute, and that could mess up your rotation. I'm just saying that Brewmasters have their ups and their downs, and definitely their strength comes in smoothing out damage. You just hit max level for your monk yesterday. I need to hit max level on my monk too. Tiger Palm is 30 and live. Oh, okay. Blackout Strike is 3 seconds. Yeah, I think it's still 3 seconds. I was using it. Yeah, it's still 3 seconds. The reason it said it requires two-handed, I just took everything to get my haste off. They got the hat from Diablo 3, or they got that from Diablo 3. The put big content producers in the game nowadays. What's up, Brian? I did see your comment on your last stream. Apparently, you've got a knucklehead living around you, man. But yeah, I heard your comment. Leveling DH is faster. Are you sure? Because monks get a permanent 50% leveling, permanent 50% experience, they can just go back and meditate a little bit, and it's like, you're good. It's all fine, Brian. We can get you your giveaway today. We can get you your prize today. The only other thing I think is different is this, isn't it? Because you have Black Ox statue in live. This guy, I believe, is different. He's stomping around. I don't know if you guys would be interested in seeing this talent. I can pick it up. Oh, 100 to 110 or 0 to 110. I didn't think of it that way, SSG. You're completely right. I just thought about leveling just the last 10 levels. Looks like it's largely the same 2 TP rotation. I believe this is different, isn't it? Invoke New Zhao. Angry Dave is the same. It's Angry Dave. Alright, let's pick up a few things here. Let's pick up a few quests. Oh man, it really is a big delay here. Oh, you guys see that world lag? My latency, actually, I would let me show you guys this. Alright, look over here on the bottom right where my face is normally. My latency to the server is 9 ms, and then the server lag is over 3K. Oh man, alright. Back to my face. That's quite the delay. Hey, I finally got the quest text. It finally told me I accepted the quest. I wonder when they're actually going to start getting a little bit more bandwidth, a little bit more throughput on these realms. Rip key, it seems like it. I'm on the queue too, but actually, let's see. /who. Hey, there's a lot of people on right now, so maybe we can get a queue going. This guy's gonna follow my lead. We're going on a boat. We're going on a boat. Let's do it. Get your grogs to go. Everybody get your grog to go. Do I think bears are going to be good? Emmanuel, as far as I've seen, bears since Burning Crusade have always had something that makes them really good. This expansion, they weren't just good, they were amazing. But yeah, I think bears are always going to have something that makes them good. When they kind of took a front seat in Burning Crusade, they had really good armor multipliers. I am lagging really bad. They had really good armor multipliers. So what happened with them was their threat generation wasn't as insane as some other classes. Their damage was not as insane as other classes, but their damage mitigation was insane because they had really, really big armor multipliers. So when we talk about bears and them being good, I do think that bears are always going to have a very, very solid spot on at least the top 3 tanks. At least top 3. Right now, when we talk about rating, you can argue certain situations, but bears are always going to land in top 2. When we talk about Mythic Plus, you know, they might fall back just a little bit. But yeah, bears are always going to be very strong. So even though they got nerfed a little bit, they got nerfed a few times during Legion, they got nerfed down again during this alpha. Their self-healing, I believe, got tuned down. They're still going to have their moments in glory. I can't seem to be able to click this with this lag. And I'm still mounted. You guys see this? Might have to reestablish the connection. Demon Hunter is better for everything. SSG is a huge proponent of Demon Hunter, just like I am of Prout Warriors. And on the affixes to get less threat. Oh, on Skittish. Angry Dave. Oh, nice. How's the Rushing Jadewind? Did they remove it or rework it? I believe it's exactly the same. Rushing Jadewind is 6-second cooldown, 9-second uptime, but it's also affected by even the uptime is affected by it, so you do more damage according to your haste. So just as a base amount of damage. I don't know if the formula has been changed at all since everything has a stat squish. It's really hard to tell. So it's hard to tell if 1130 damage is the equivalent of what it is now in live, but looks exactly the same, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to try logging out. Without haste, Demon Hunter. Without haste, it's a 6-second cooldown, 9-second uptime. When I had no haste, I looked at it. So for some reason, it has a much better uptime. Alright guys, hold on. Let me... This might be a rip for the alpha. And I sure hope not. So give me a second. Let me try to relaunch. You guys get my face zoomed in right now. It used to be 6 for 6. Oh, okay. Well, now it's 6-second cooldown, 9-second. No, yeah, 6-second cooldown, 9-second uptime. So you get a little bit of help there. Here, we'll go back to WoW. It's reconnecting, so that's good. Druid bias. I really do feel like Blizz has a druid bias. Dave 1.0 is great for skittish as well if you know where to place him. Unfortunately, bears have the most of their viability in Legion tied to the artifact. From what you've seen, they're getting gutted. They're, you know, we say gutted in terms of like they're gonna be completely changed to how they are in live, and I agree, but so are most other tanks. I feel like every tank right now is getting nerfed a little bit. Our active mitigation is becoming physical only. A lot of the magic mitigation is getting removed. Everybody's artifact ability is getting removed. And in stuff for like blood decays, it's not that big of a deal. But like a prot warrior, Neltharion's Fury is huge. Neltharion's Fury allows me to, when we were doing Nighthold progression, it allowed me to do Spellblade Allurial and take extra stacks of Annihilation just for fun because of the guaranteed crit. It allows me to eat up scythes on Argus. It allows me to completely almost negate the Agramar Foebreaker. That thing doesn't even go past my Ignore Pain with my Neltharion's Fury. So every single class is getting nerfed and tuned down a little bit, and that does include bears. But I think bears are going to be okay. They always somehow end up on top because of their druid shapeshift form and the fact that they wear leather, the fact that they have like some extra things. They always end up with at least one really weird multiplier that they can really take advantage of. You're gonna stick with the bear turtle for the next expansion. Oh, I'm unknown. You're gonna go with Zandalari. You're gonna go a giant turtle. Oh no! Did we explode? All I saw was that the captain said, "I think my barrel has pee in it," and now we exploded. Oh, and there's sirens and okay, this is neat. I really do like the alliance leveling zone a little bit more. It's more fantasy. It's more what I remember of with WoW, and the Horde leveling zone is definitely a lot more about the old gods and appeasing them and even trying to trick them and working with them. It's a completely different vibe. This is very much witch hunts, giant sea monsters. It's interesting. What's up, Wonder? Prot Warrior, you mean Ghetto Soul Barrier? Our Soul Barrier doesn't have a cooldown, SSG. Does not. I can have Soul Barrier uptime of like over 90%. Any tank played at a high skill level has its own niche. Yeah, for the most part. I think when Legion first launched, there was a few mistakes that were made, but now, absolutely. I think every tank can hold its own when we talk about most of the content. When we talk about progression mythic, at that point you are number crunching, and if something is 2% better, you're going to try to make that 2% work for you as much as possible. So, you know, when we talk about end game rating for people like SCO, honestly, for people that like Method that are at the top, they are going to take every advantage that they can. Even if we're just talking about race changing, if there was a way where changing your name to something would give you an advantage, I'm sure we would see, you know, everybody doing that end game mythic progression content even change their names like the. But for the most part, for the large majority of the community, it's, you know, it's gonna be pretty even. All right, let's see. Oh, so once we kill the siren, the sailor is. Hey guys, look, it's a wild druid. Do you guys see that wild druid? Looks like a giant sand flea, which it might be. With good haste, you can get it up to 4. Oh, with on monks right now, Jadewind. You really don't mind when every tank has their own thing that they're good at. Sorry, PK was here. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. As long as certain classes are not required for progress outside of World First. Yes, I agree. Turtle forever. You don't like the dead bodies and pots and pools and blood found on. Oh, I don't mind it, but I prefer like the whole fantasy of we're going on a witch hunt. And there's a curse on the land. You need to go find this witch. I feel like we've done the whole god thing, you know, quite a bit now. So I do feel like we've been there, done that, and this is a breath of fresh air of like we're gonna go witch hunting. It could just be me, you know. I could be the only one that feels like that is a really cool fantasy to live through. Because as of right now, everything's been escalating more and more and more. Like we fought old gods. We now in Antorus fought a titan, and you know it's getting insane. Ulduar, oh no, Ulduar was titan fighting. Like this is getting a little out of hand. And kind of returning to a more like classic fantasy definitely appeals to me. But I know that we're gonna end up fighting. I'm going to assume we're gonna end up fighting N'Zoth or Yogg, or not Yogg, Cthulhu, because we do have the World Scar. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up out there somewhere or sometime during this expansion. Do the treasure chests have anything in them now? They were always empty. Yeah, they still only have placeholders, but at least they give XP now. We've got that going for us. Uh, 6-second cooldown, 9-second duration. Oh yeah, that's how it is right now. What's a prop, Pally? Don't I think every druid race should get some new forms and not just Zandalaris? John, I think so. I think if they're going to show that much love for Zandalaris, they should do something else for everybody else. That being said, they probably won't. But yes, I agree that it would be nice if they did. Oh, we got this. We got this. Easy. What was that, 5 or 6 mobs? So yeah, this self-healing isn't as prevalent as with some other classes, but you can still get everything done you need to on a Brewmaster monk. Their strength is really going to come in the dungeons and the raids. Especially, I feel like Brewmaster monks, with the way stagger feels, are just going to be that much better at the first raid of progression. Because the first raid of progression, you're going to do it in maybe some blues, definitely some lower tier epics. Like you're going to be doing it in gear that is not optimal at all. So when we talk about the first raid tier, I think Brewmaster monks are going to be the lifeblood of most guilds for that first tier because of how smooth they are. Now, once we start getting gear and once everybody starts, once we get that LFR difficulty, heroic difficulty, normal difficulty, Titan Forge, Warforge gear, I think monks aren't going to be as crazy valuable. But when we talk about the first tier, yeah, monks are going to be insane. That first gear before everyone gets their gear sets. I mean, that first tier before we all get our gear sets. It's going to be, I think monks are definitely going to show their power. Bring back the zombie apocalypse? Oh, for a pre-patch? But yeah, I definitely do want new druid forms for everything. You want there to be a specific thing that each tank class can do, but at the same time want it to be balanced. Yeah, that's the thing. It'd be difficult to balance everything, because in certain fights you have certain mechanics that are going to end up shining. Brewmaster monk and guardian druid were an absolute joke in TOS, and Nighthold too. Nighthold, heavy stagger made monks very, very powerful. You made it. Yeah, you made it. Chris. It's not cool, man. I hope the N'Zoth model will be a bit more impressive, and Cthulhu and Yogg were. You didn't think Yogg was impressive? Yogg had like 37 mouths, man. Instead of eyeballs, Yogg had mouths. Yogg was really cool. Cthulhu was more the giant eyeball, but like you still went inside his stomach. You know, it was cool. Smash them kegs, Mechanome druids, and give them robot suits. But then it have to be like a cast time or something. Instant Mechanome suits. Chris Metzen is going to be the last boss. That'd be interesting. Last boss is going to be the original Ragnaros. We're gonna go full circle. Somebody mentioned it in one of the streams once. They said at the end they're just gonna do the whole thing where they say that it was all a dream. That's gonna be the very end of WoW. And I was like, I sure hope not. I'd be so upset if at the end they were just like, yeah, it was all a dream. Yeah, that would definitely anger a lot of people, including me. Chris Metzen will summon Ghostcrawler from the depths? No. No, it's too meta. When does a Mythic Plus competition start? The last week to qualify is this week. So I think people are still... I believe this is the second week of qualifiers, so we still got a little bit of qualifiers to go before it starts. Not sure when the actual like hosting of it will be. There will be a lot of red shirt guys ads that spawn. Oh no, it's getting real meta in here. You don't know what your main game will be when WoW goes away? Yeah, me either. I'm not sure. I'll go and I'll visit other games, but I always come back. Hey guys, look, it's Lugia. Loss of control, display bleed. Oh no, not loss of control, display bleed. I hate that move. No, not again. This loss of control, display bleed. I killed Lugia. Got it. Don't get you wrong, they look cool and fights were so awesome, but the old gods were so tiny. It's true. So the story behind the old gods is that we never truly fought the complete old gods. Like, all the old gods are all locked up in prisons, right? You have Cthulhu locked up in the ruins of Antorus. You have Yogg locked up in Ulduar by the Titans, respectively. And so what we have is the fact that they're slowly trying to get out, and they're starting to spread their corruption. So what we fight is technically like the leak, like a small little portion of them that is managing to like leak out currently while they're trying to get their way out. And all we do is kind of just stuff them back into their jail cell. We just go like, no, you don't get out of here. Just get back in there. So we haven't truly fought and killed a complete old god. That's not the story behind it. Now, as a player, if you don't like go out and read all this lore yourself, yeah, it absolutely looks like we fight a complete old god and kill them, and that's it. Like, that's it. We win. But all we do is just kind of like put them back in their jail cell. They're trying to get out. Like, a little arm is out of their jail cell. We just smack that arm and put them back in. They'd have to do a really interesting storyline if they want us to completely kill one of the old gods. The only old god that's dead is the one that Garrosh absorbed the heart of. I always want to say Ysera, but it's not. You know, whatever that old god is, that's the only one that's really dead, and that god died way before Garrosh even reached out to trying to get its heart. Got a tin robot. Carries a flag of the Horde. Hogger was a Void Lord from the beginning. Is this going to be like the whole Jar Jar Binks being a Sith Lord thing? It's like, no, guys, it was Hogger. It was Hogger all along. He got put in prison in the Stockades. He trained everybody in the ways of the Void Lord too, and all of a sudden, he's just insane. He's got all the things. Alright, so we've got two big name mobs here. 29k each. They got more HP than me. You'd be okay as Hogger as the last boss? Why not the Defias Blood Bandit, the deadliest mob in all of WoW history? SWTOR isn't on Mac. Uh-oh. I never played SWTOR. I heard a lot of good things though. I am going to be trying BDO very soon, so I'll see how BDO goes. Let's get this person over here. Come on. So it's a foam sword fight, basically. Blizzard is too scared of closure. Yes, Blizzard is very scared of closure. Absolutely. I mean, the only closure we thought we had in the past was like, we killed Illidan, and then it was like, no, you didn't. You thought you killed Illidan. Let's bring him back. One of the things that I thought was kind of weird was when we killed Arthas. how Bolvar was like, no, there always has to be a Lich King, and he took his throne. It was very very Star Warsy for me. Very like, no, there always has to be a Sith Lord to control the dark side of the Force. There always has to be a good and a bad. I think it could have just ended. If we killed Arthas, we killed Arthas. I didn't think anyone needed to take his place. We killed Yogg's left fingernails, what you're saying? Kind of. Something like that. He was trying to reach for cookies before dinner, and we slapped his hand. And we're like, hey, you don't do that right now. Is this the famous streamer Esmongold? No, guys, this is not Esmond? Wasn't Garrosh dying closure somewhat? Kind of, but I don't feel like... I feel like Garrosh taking the throne was also just kind of a very weird thing to do. Thrall was just kind of like, I'm gonna go on a pilgrimage. It's time for me to take a sabbatical, guys. I just need to take time to think. Kethri, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Yasarj, however the hell you say that, I don't know. How do you say this made-up name? Oh, these are a lot sturdier than I thought. I thought my Jade Wind was just going to one-shot them all. And just take care of these marrow flies. Yasiraj? Got it. Not my co-tank. Josh, this is actually McConnell. McConnell Rhett. It's me. This is what I look like. The green and blues I'm getting in here, would I replace a Lego with one immediately? Not at all, because Legos have those special extra properties that make them going to be a lot better. So I believe, so there hasn't really been a lot of duplication of characters, but let's take a look here. So I start off with gear that's level 185, right? And if we go here, check out Raids, Legion, and Taurus on Heroic, it drops 225s, normal, 210, Raid Finder. Okay, so the gear that they give me is a little bit lower than LFR and Taurus. So if you're fully geared in like Heroic and Taurus gear and Legendaries, you're probably not going to be replacing them till maybe 115, 116, something like that. You got to get a few levels up there, but the gear that they give you is a little bit worse than LFR. And the new dungeon drops. Actually, let me check that. So the new dungeon drops 345s. 345 is insane. And we've already done this dungeon. Like, this is one of the 2 dungeons we've done. So 345. Yeah, I think that's going to replace Antorus Heroic gear. Yeah, that's a big difference. That's almost 50% better. 225 and 345. 240. Yeah, so that if while you're questing you decide to dungeon crawl, I think that dungeon gear is going to be insanely overgeared when it comes to any kind of Antorus gear you have. Red shirt guy knows how to say it. It's true. It's true. Yeah, hold on, guy. This guy wants me to follow him. Hold on, guy. I'm killing giant lizards. 345, that's cata gear. That's what we're going to for leveling. That's the scaling we're at right now. So leveling is like cata gear. Uh-oh, we got a lot of lizards coming up. Is Nerds a red shirt guy? I don't think so. Are you spy nerds? Are you sent over from Blizzard? Is that why the power leveling, as I did the guide and like 2 days later it was nerfed? Is this why? You're a mole. I knew it. So you're going to be plenty geared leveling for leveling, yeah, but when we start talking about the dungeon gear, it just doesn't seem to add up. But for leveling, yeah, like my questing upgrades that I'm getting are item level 200. So it seems like dungeon crawling is going to get you really, really, really good gear unless they change the scaling and the scaling is off. That could be a possibility, you know. Small oversights. They happen. Hopefully it doesn't mean that it's going to be ouchy to get the dungeon done. I don't think so. I've gotten both done with just the plain gear that you get. We've gone in circles now. This guy's gone in a full circle. We're going to end with mob stats. That would not be bad, man. Glock. What? What? How come you don't say this to me while we're raiding? You don't say this to me instead of telling me to taunt? Glock, this is the first time you compliment me. Do you mean it? Kappa Pride exposed. Is that going to be the new custom emoji? Kappa Pride? This guy's going in circles. Where are we going, guy? Am I following Jack Sparrow here? This drunk guy? Unfortunately, you're wearing a white shirt, nerds. I know it. I think it all makes sense now. Oh, hey, he sobered up all of a sudden. He just took a swig like 3 steps ago. You expect me to believe this, Blizzard? What did he do? He didn't even ask me for a detox. He didn't even ask me to cast detox on him. Oh, we're going to the world zone of the. This is the dungeon. This is where the last boss is on like piles of gold. This is where the guy who wears sharks as hands is. So every dungeon is now like a fully explorable world zone. Some of them currently are, but not all of them. That'd be interesting. All right, let's see. What can we see? This is the dungeon area. Freehold is a free people's port. Privateers, mercenaries, even pirates are welcome. It's a colorful town. Kappa Pride, colorful town. Never seen it this busy before. Something big is going down. It's them damn goblins. I knew it. Bet your boots you find more ash vein weapons on the docks. We need to learn who's buying them. There's a lot of little glitches. You guys see like people jumping up and a lot of people just like freaking out. Glock face with the prop pally. What? What? Zandalari Druid Cat is legit. You like it, Christian? I don't mind some of the other forms, but the Boomkin form I'm not crazy about. All right, let's see what we can do here. We're gonna die here. We're gonna die. This is too much. A few named mobs. Uh-oh, uh-oh. More keg smashing. No. No! This is so close. Come on, come on. Oh no. No more rushing Jadewind. Ah, they got me. They got me on the Brewmaster Monk. I did take down, I believe, 2 of them, but that was a lot of mobs. There was a few mobs that were just completely ranged during that portion too. You just finished your workout, Mal, and you're still buzzing on pre-workout? Is that, you took your pre-workout? You feel like you're gonna die? It's just one of those that just makes you feel alive? Oh, I took down a good amount of them. I took down like 3 or 4. Alright, not too bad. Yeah, the Boomkin form, I think the biggest gripe I have with it, honestly, is just the little wings on it. Like, he's got little wings hanging off his arms. But if you were to remove those wings and just make it like a straight up caster, I'd be okay with it. But I don't understand what the point of putting wings on a Boomkin form is. Feels like you're gonna... Whoa! Whoa! James and Cow? Cow 2? Oh, there's a guy inside the wall. Okay. I was wondering where he was so I could try to pick him up, but not much I could do. I can try to punch a wall, but I don't think it'd be very productive. Although, who knows? It might be more productive than I know to punch a wall. Oh, there's all sorts of barrels I can blow up. Now you tell me, Blizzard. Yeah, I mean, Brewmaster monks feel fine, honestly. That other pull was way too much. I think the only people that could have handled the other pull are Vengeance Demon Hunters and Blood DKs with the amount of self-healing that they do. But, yeah, that last pull was just a little too much. I don't think Prot Warriors can survive it, at least not with the current changes. Let's try another one here. The guy on the horse is probably going to be ranged. I think we're going to be fine for this one. It's like 2 or 3 less mobs, and I think that's all you need to make a difference. All right, let me take care of this guy. We got this guy. No problem. Yeah, it's not too bad. The AoE farming capabilities I feel are the strongest on a Blood DK and a Vengeance Demon Hunter, but that's how it is in live right now anyway, unless you already have your legendaries. Like on a Prot Warrior, the healing that you get with that, but it feels okay. If you get a pocket healer, you can pull everything. What happened to Brew's healing in BFA? You get a shorter recharge time. So Brews are now on a 16-second recharge. So there's better uptime on them. Better recharge rate, better uptime. I'm going to assume that they made these changes because the artifact weapons are going away. So a lot of those secondary, small talents that are going to help you with uptime and help you mitigate a little bit more damage all of those things are going away, all of those like talents. So that's why I'm thinking they did a few of these changes. Oh, what do I gotta do? I don't... Oh, destroy supplies. Hey, look, the cannon isn't moving with me. That was weird. Oh, I'm in combat. That's definitely weird. Do you guys see the cannon? Oh, the cannon is... it's all skewed. Is that it? Yeah. It didn't blow up. It just caught on fire. So that's the... Those kegs blow up. Do a ton of damage. Because a Rule Boomkin is birthing a Majig too. I mean, yes. And you know... I think the biggest argument I have against myself is like, I want to be able to cast Flap on the new bird Boomkin. I just, on the model that they decided to pick, I'm not crazy about how the wings look. Expel Harm isn't working. Yeah, man, it's right here. 15 energy, drawing the positive chi of all your healing spheres. Because I don't have any healing spheres up, so the Expel Harm won't be active until that moment. So you see, now it's up, because I have a healing sphere right here to my left. So if I do that, there it is. Did it actually do damage though? 10% of the amount healed, yeah. And right now, 10% of the amount healed is, you know, numbers are so small right now, just not gonna feel like a lot. How do I feel about monks now? They're okay. In terms of solo AoE grinding, they're not as powerful as some of the other classes, but they definitely do feel like you just never take big damage. You know, you're always your HP, even though you don't heal, and so your HP isn't going to be bouncing up as much as probably some other. Oh, I thought that was bound to paralysis. Whoops. Yeah, even though it doesn't feel like you're taking any big spike damage, you're gonna be questing, maybe questing as a Windwalker will let you do a little bit more AoE potential because you're gonna have a lot more throughput. But this feels good when it comes to, I'm going to assume that during boss fights, and we're almost in there, one more DPSer, but I'm gonna assume during boss fights this is gonna feel very good, very smooth, not gonna freak out at any moment. I remember when I did my Vengeance Demon Hunter, it felt a little bit more spiky, and I've gotten a lot more used to the Vengeance Demon Hunter now, so probably won't feel the same. But no, this feels good, man. This feels good. The uptime on brews feels really nice now. I played a monk when they first came out. I played a monk recently, although not too much on like end level, so I'm not a complete monk expert, but yeah, they feel good, and the brew uptime does feel a lot better now. Gift of the Ox Brew is a passive. No. The Gift of the Ox, not the brew. Just this when you do healing spheres, but Gift of the Ox Brew. No, you mean Black Ox Brew? Oh, you said it wrong. Cool. Yeah. The Black Ox Brew is not a passive. I think the biggest change right now to the talent trees are the fact that you get the stun passive. So your stun is passive, so that opens up this to pick up something like Ring of Peace, or the Black Ox statue. Although Black Ox statue isn't used too often, there's very specific fights for that. Yeah, you can pick up Ring of Peace or do this where it increases the range and reduces its cooldown. So it's a 1 minute cooldown. With the talent points, it's 50 seconds. You mean Gift of the Ox? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the passive is still there. Baseline, not passive. You're correct. That's what I meant. Alright, let's mess up this boat. Alright, let's also do this. Since we aggroed them. It's just odd. It seems like healing orbs ain't popping up as much. Well, so correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there like certain you know, quote unquote talent points in your artifact weapon that increase the amount of orbs that are spawning? And so since we're lacking the artifact weapon, those chances are going to get bumped down. And although it's not a huge change, like I didn't spawn an orb on that pool, but since it's not a huge change, wait, what am I supposed to do? What? Am I supposed to like move this thing? Oh. I guess there's that. Oh, I have to steal the right thing. I'm just going through the steps of stealing all sorts of other stuff. Let's paralyze you so you don't mess with me. So there, I got an orb there. I did move. It's a slap chop. Guys, it's a slap chop. You seem to always have orbs up in live. It might have something to do with the artifact weapon. The only way I could think of is called overflow. Creates greater orbs and spheres. Let's see. Let me get this guy down and not move. Because I've got to get a crit up. So far nothing. So far nothing. I mean, my secondary stats are also really, really terrible because I get the pre-made gear that they made for me. But yeah, I didn't move, didn't spawn a single orb that time. I mean, I might have to do bigger pulls as well. Let's see. Let's do a big pull like this. So there it is. I have an orb up. Let me eat that orb up and see when we spawn another one, taking all this damage. Still nothing. Still nothing. It might just be that one that we spawn. Could also just be a BFA alpha oversight to where it's reduced to numbers that are way too low. I think it's just been one so far. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to spawn another one. Yeah, it was just the one. Just the one orb. You did notice that in live healing orbs popped up more the harder you were getting hit. So maybe I gotta pull one of the elite mobs out here. What else do I need? I gotta kill more of these guys. They spawn more reliably the lower HP you are. Okay, let's try that. Let me also let me set the key binding to that. So I really want to take a bigger dip. Let's see. So I thought I saw one spawn, but wasn't able to pick it up. There's one. Alright. Took care of one. Still nothing. I'm sitting at like, what, 30-40% HP? I don't know why it decided to target the guy all the way in the back. Still nothing for another orb. Might go down to this. Still nothing on another orb. Let's heal up just a little bit. Might be hopefully all the healing we need. I only saw one orb that whole time, and I was sitting pretty damn low. So, I don't know. Let's get that. Alright, we're good. Yeah, I was sitting pretty low that time, and I only saw one orb that whole pull. Rip orbs. You're getting your face kicked and only one. Yeah, I don't know if it has an internal cooldown. Doesn't say anything in my passive. It could be an oversight, but yeah, it doesn't say anything on expel harm either. Look, I just spawned an orb right now. So let me absorb that orb, and that's, you know, sitting at like 70% more HP, or 70% HP. Still don't see another one. Once I get him down a little bit lower, I can just start, you know, letting him take me down as well. Still nothing. Alright, let me slow down here. So with me taking damage, let's see, let's turn around. Let's see. You think it has to be a bug? Yeah, let's see. No iron brew. Here's my back. I can even sit down, try to get crit. Oh, get crit. So there it is. Getting chunked down. Still don't see anything. I'll let myself get down to about 5k HP, and then I'll just do regular hits after that. So okay, I'm sitting about at 5k HP. Let me just start taking normal hits here. Still nothing. Still nothing. Let me try to heal a little bit. Let me just keep myself at about this level. There's one orb. We got another one. Okay. So actually, let's do that. I don't think we're gonna get very good results for this. Fix monks. Yeah, I don't know, man. Heal myself up just a little bit. Like I'm staying real low. This is at like 10% at this point. It might be like a minute cooldown at this point. I mean, I put on the stopwatch pretty much like 2 or 3 seconds after we got the orb. That's how the corner tanking worked. Chain munch your orbs at low HP because they keep spawning on top of you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sitting at like 1k HP. This is between 15 to 5% what I'm sitting at right now. Here's 1 minute. Is it a minute cooldown on it? Still nothing. Yeah, I don't know about this. I don't think I'm going to be spawning orbs anytime soon. Yeah, it's been over a minute at this point. I don't know. I don't know if orbs are working the way that they're supposed to at this point. Sorry. This is our science experiment. This is our Mythbusters right here. It's not working out. We've got a minute 45. There it is. Maybe a 2-minute cooldown. So let me reset. Let me eat. And let's see how it goes. It might 2 minutes. Azerite gear will probably change it up. I think so. Yeah, man. I don't. We'll do a 1 minute wait, and then we'll just keep on keeping on. We don't have too much more of alpha anyway till we run our normal Antorus. Breaking news: Brewmaster Monk to be a study DPS spec. Oh man, I almost let him take me down there. 90-second cooldown, maybe. Yeah, we're about to hit 1 minute. Doesn't look like these orbs are enjoying my company. That's why you reroll a druid. If you get low, there's nothing you can do. Just die. That's why you gotta roll a prop where you just last stand, shield wall, do all the things. Yeah, here's over a minute, no orbs yet. I think he's gonna die with this next chi wave. Here's 90 seconds. There's 90-second timer. And now I'm getting hit again at like, what, 12-13%? It's not going to work. Just Bubble Hearth. Yeah, it's going to be another 2 minutes. He's going to die. Yeah, this is... The cooldown is definitely not what it is in live. Wait, how come I can't open this up? Oh, requires his records. Let's pick that up. Alright, let's keep on questing just for a little bit more before we start our normal Antorus run. Definitely not as many orbs as you remember, is there? They're all gone. Submit a bug. More orbs, please. It probably just does have a much bigger internal cooldown. They don't want corner tanking anymore. Oh, we got a new weapon. I feel like all these models are the same so far. I think so. Oh, we got an upgrade. Wait, if I'm in the middle of a town, what? Is he just supposed to keep me out of the dungeon area? Yeah, that's his purpose, keeping me out of the dungeon area. Okay. How am I supposed to speak with this guy? How am I supposed to talk to this? Oh, here it is. Aha, hey, it's me, your friend. Hello, it's me, your friend. Got it. Got it. They have no idea. All I need to do is put on a red little hat. No idea. Oh, hey, look, it's somebody else. It's another human. There's a flight path over here as well. Oh, I see it. I'll join for ABT. Perfect disguise. Put on a hat. They have no idea. Enter the dead man's tale. Alright, what is this? A bar? Where's this bar? What? Okay, here's the bar. How? Alright. Glitch. I must... Oh, hey, you must be Decuddle. Befuddled? No, no, no. Oh, unless it's this guy right here. There it is. Can't wait for like these voice lines. I want to hear some of the Warcraft voice actors speaking pirate. Don't tell me you're working for these bootlickers. How about a drink? Yes. How about that? I'll order a drink. Yeah. Ale, milk, or milk in a skull mug. Dead man's ale. Let's do it. Yeah, get me the finest milk you have in a skull mug. Oh, let's kill this elite, and then we'll get the Antorus run going. Nancy, what do you know about this buried treasure? Oh, Freehold. Oh, the barman is an elite. Oh, I've never killed a barman. Oh, everybody around here. If I do any AoE, I'm gonna have to pick up everybody. So let me and dogs? Okay. I have a feeling that my disguise is going to fall off and everything is going to want to murder me. Alright, this will be it before we do the Antorus. Let's see. So I still have the disguise. That's good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this may be too many things. Maybe all the things is too many things. Or maybe not. Oh, great! It aggroed something behind me. Look at that chi wave. What are you going to? Where are you going, chi wave? Why are you aggroing things? Oh, I think it was healing the mage that's over there. All right. He's a milk drinker. That is one skinny man, yes. Start praying to the orb god now. I don't want to pull the barman if I don't have to yet. He's an elite, and that's already going to be enough of a challenge. No orbs so far. I got one orb in the last pull. So far this pull, there it is. I have one orb now. Let me go ahead and eat that right up. This might be my demise. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on. We got this. Come on, randomly generated monk name. Kaliku. You can do it. You want a Druid BFA stream? And it's coming up, man. I just need to learn how to Druid a little bit before I do it. I need to learn the moves a little bit. Need to learn the rotation. Like, I'm not the best Brewmaster monk by any means, but I know a little bit of it. I started learning it. Oh, this guy's getting beat up by whatever this is. Alright, so I've got a mage's backup. Let's go. We've got backup. What is this hoppy finish you've got here? No. Alright, no orbs. No orbs. Day 3. Still no orbs. Oh, that mage is putting in work with the damage he's doing. This hoppy finish. Ah, he got me drunk. I only drink milk out of a skull glass, sir. Alright, we killed the elite. Alright, so that is going to wrap up today's BFA stream. So if you guys are enjoying the alpha streams, make sure to let me know. Comment section. Let me know in the chat. Let me know. The only one that we have not done so far is the druid, and then we are going to do the more breakdown, thought out, concise videos. Those are coming up as well. I've done the other 3 tanks so far. I need to finish up these 2 once I get a little bit more footage, and we're also going to be doing a lot more alpha footage. So if you guys are here for the alpha footage, if you guys don't mind the spoilers, then make sure you tune in, because I'm also going to be doing videos breaking down like the quest zones, breaking down general storyline. I'm not going to give away too many spoilers or anything like that, but make sure you tune in for that. And if you guys are here for the normal Antorus run, stick around. I need to close this stream so that it gets its own thumbnail and its own video process, but we will be back in 10 minutes. It takes YouTube about 5 minutes to separate the streams and to make them completely different VODs, and there's some people who don't like the spoilers and stuff, so we'll just go ahead and log out, finish the stream, and we'll be back with another stream in 10 minutes for normal Antorus on Horde US side. So if you guys want some free gear, come and join us. If not, if you guys were just here for the alpha footage, thank you guys for stopping by. We will have more alpha coming in next week, so make sure to join us then. And yes, we're going to be doing the druid BFA. Go watch some paint dry. It'll be just as interesting as watching a druid BFA. They changed a lot of things, so we'll see. Alright guys, we'll wrap up this stream. Thank you guys for stopping by. 10 minutes, we'll be back with the normal Antorus run, so join us if you are going to want some of that free gear.